you all were participating in the what's it called? It starts with a P. Man, there's a lot of terms I keep forgetting.
We were delivering the mail.
Yes, I'm trying to remember the name of the term.
It wasn't pillars.
Oh. No, it starts with a P though.
Because last week we continued to get.
It's for something. You're continuing your orientation process. You're getting to know the different branches through the types of missions that they're sending you on in the beginning. Last week, you did 3. The Rain Scribe assignment involved recovering a very specific type of chicken from a market that doesn't like the school. The next assignment involved dealing with some gremlins who had taken over a storage shed. And then they were just so excited to see Shatterclaw, and the combat basically solved itself. And it was funny because Jackie was not expecting to be the lead on an encounter. And now, then you did the Cascade Bearer assignment, which involved getting a bunch of different oils, which involved talking to a butcher, and then going into the jungle, and almost dying to a mushroom person.
Who had a name.
Yes. And now you are doing the Emerald Bows assignment. So early in the morning. Oh, where's the so many people? I'm a hot bar this myself too.
glad I was helpful. Biggles, the red button at the top of so many people adds it to your journal, and that does work to put it in. Yeah.
You are met by Ignacy and strands of glowing Zon Sinaway early in the morning. Oh, I guess we're technically on the school grounds. Oh, I don't feel like changing the sounds. Good morning, Ignacy says with a smile. As you've no doubt gathered, we're here to task you with your assignment for the day. Our ever-thoughtful colleague Essie suggested that each of us petitioning to join the 5 different branches of the Magambia take turns in requesting your assistance. Transglowing Zon, Zenaway, and I are hoping to become a part of the Emerald Bows. Our field of study is the world as it is. We study the communities, people, and events of the present day, if you will. There are some people who feel that simple observation and investigation makes us the Magambia spies, but that misses the point entirely. Today, I'd like you to help us deliver the mail. Ignacy produces a basket filled with letters and parcels. It's not a flashy task, but it's vitally important to the members of the local communities. If you find you have time to listen, people are often very willing to share news with those engaged in crucial public service. Senaway adds, many recipients are far outside Nantambu, so I have rented elephant birds for you to ride for the day. She steps over to the large silk sacks bulging with food and odd-looking creams. I have also packed you snacks for the trip. Some hot coffee, spare umbrellas, dry towels, fresh socks, muscle balm. She suddenly stops, pulling a toy elephant covered in sticky webs out of the bags. Ah, Zanvi? Sorry. One of my children was eager to help. So you all are given a bag full of letters that have descriptions of varying specificity on them. And you have elephant birds to ride for the day, which are docile, flightless birds.
Are we talking ostrich size or like?
They are large, so probably bigger than an ostrich.
Okay. Very cool. It's the terror bird of North America. Let me go find a picture so that everybody can look at it.
Ignacy holds out the basket. Who takes the basket?
Terror
I'll
bird.
take it.
All right. He hands you the basket. Inside of the basket, there are 24 letters and parcels, all jumbled together. What would you all like to do?
Um,
How big is this basket?
Um, Probably about a little bit smaller than if you were to wrap both of your arms around it.
Okay. Is there any sense in attempting to organize it in any way, shape, or form? Or is it
Sure.
just okay? Yeah.
Sitting down, you look over the letters. There are 5 letters. Oh, hold on. Da-da-da-da-da. There are quite a few letters that have very clear addresses on them that seem easy. There's about 10 of those. Then you all can write this down for yourselves. You have 5 letters with unclear directions,
One second.
4 parcels with descriptive addresses. I'll elaborate on what that means later. Yes, so to be clear, so the unclear ones, you have 5 letters with illegible addresses due to terrible handwriting. There are some that have descriptive addresses that refer to referential locations out in the rural portions of Nantambu. You have 1 letter that seems to be addressed to you all, or rather, the Magambian parcel deliverers. And then there are 3 letters addressed to gods and include instructions on how to deliver them. It's a very fun way to introduce people to some of the world building. It's very clever. I'm gonna write that down. But the easiest letters that don't have anything associated with them, you all feel like you can knock those out fairly quickly. It'll only take a couple of hours before things get difficult.
Uh, should we go ahead and read the letter that is for us?
Up to you guys.
Well, if it doesn't have to be delivered, might as well read it before we start.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 letter turns out to be addressed to you. Inside, the letter describes how a previous group of initiates misdelivered a parcel a few weeks ago. This very much upset a grandmother who wrote this writing letter, who eventually realized that the package never reached her granddaughter and is now quite upset.
That's not good. Is the parcel still in the basket?
Yes, you have the parcel.
Is it the terrible handwriting one?
Oh no, the parcel was misdelivered, so it was
it's
delivered
already
to the wrong person.
Yeah. Is Ignacy still in the vicinity?
Yes, he and Zenaway haven't left yet.
Trilge will ask if there was an address the previous couriers and where that parcel was delivered, if we get a chance to recover it.
Oh, this one's odd. It doesn't really have any difficulty with locating it. That's weird. Okay. Zenaway can tell you where the package was misdelivered, but she stresses that fixing postal mistakes is part of your duty for the day, and you should try to resolve the situation if you can.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm sure I can talk sense to the person.
Was the 2 hours for the simple deliveries if we all did it as a group or if we split up?
If you split up, I'll probably cut the time in half. But there's still a bunch of letters, and they have to get to people, and people are going to want to talk to you. So, because a part of this assignment is slowing down to listen to what people have to say as well.
Because they're the branch is supposed to have an ear to the ground. Figuratively. We could do the simple ones.
Yeah, I think that we should all just go ahead and do the simple ones and then stay together so that we can easily decide what we want to go from there.
There is also
Oh, God,
if
that's
we
so loud.
if we choose to find maybe an instructor, they might be able to cast a spell and touch the paper, find out where it was supposed to be delivered. I do not have the means for such a spell.
Well, I think the letter that you received from the angry grandmother has the details, is what's implied here.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the terrible handwriting is
The drama
attached to that one.
Well, there's a way for some of the descriptive addresses one. Let's pick a type of one you want to solve, and let's focus energy there.
Do the
So I'm not
personal
getting-
one.
Yeah, let's just go for the 10 easy ones. Let's
Okay.
start there.
10 easy? Yeah.
Many of these recipients are absolutely happy to talk to you about the recent happenings of their lives. Everybody make a persuasion roll. I'm just going to flavor sort of who they glomp onto for this.
Oh
You
shit.
said persuasion?
Yeah.
Persuasion.
I like how you don't have any charisma, Lorcan, and yet...
Yep. Yep.
So Trilge,
Ah, good.
Trilge, Rumor,
Thank you.
and Lorcan, you guys interact with quite a few characters along the way. You meet a woman named Chinasa, who is incredibly excited for her niece's wedding and plans to sew the bride a gold embroidered dress. Meanwhile, along the way, which of you has any sort of skill with knitting or clothing?
Not me.
That one?
I can make wooden clogs. That's about it.
You meet another woman named Ige, who talks about her work rehabilitating injured jungle birds and releasing them back into the wild.
You know, Rumor's familiar should know how to weave.
A younger man named Musubu introduces you all to his newest puppy, who he found stuck up a tree. While a man named Jatao offers you all a jar of jam after having made way too much.
Trilge
Rumor
accepts
will
the jam.
incredibly take the jam.
Absolutely.
You have a jar of jam now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rumor, you could take that one.
It's mostly mangoes.
Jar of mango jam. It is in my backpack.
Everything's already there
Now,
to be distilled.
you have a long day ahead of you. Where would you like to begin? With the unclear directions, descriptive addresses, the one addressed to you, or the ones addressed to gods?
Let's just go straight down the page.
Yeah, I'd say the 5 not so descriptive ones.
All right, 5 of the letters have illegible addresses due to terrible handwriting. You will have to either figure out how to decipher it yourself or find assistance from locals.
Can I make an investigation check?
This would be more like an intelligence check with what's that one called? What's that tool? The Forger's Kit?
Uh,
Oh.
the Forger's Kit, or would it be Cartographer's Tools?
Any of
No,
the ones.
forgery.
I would probably be the Forgery Kit because it's
Yeah.
about handwriting.
Ah, thank you. I
I don't
misunderstood.
have proficiency with the forgery kit.
You may make an intelligence check.
Or we'll also just make an intelligence check.
Well, yeah, if I'll just let Rumor make the intelligence check then because I can't.
You do it for each letter. So, Rumor, you have deciphered one
L.
of the letters.
I see. Oh, okay.
Silren, you also decipher one of the letters.
And there's 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I try for all of them? Or like the remaining
Sure.
1?
20. That's a success. That is a failure.
Can I attempt to help with the failure? It's a check. The guidance?
Yes, you can guidance that one.
Okay, here's for the 11. Here's the D4 for it.
Okay, that succeeds. All right, so let's flavor this. Silren and Rumor, this is the first time you two have really worked together on a problem. How do you two go about deciphering these letters together? What's the rapport here?
I would say that like with the first two, like Silburn kind of takes one, then Rumor takes one, and Silverin just kind of like working off of that first one, just kind of like looks over at the other ones that Rumor starts working on really quickly, and just kind of like points out little details here and there to help.
Rumor, any observations?
Rumor, because like she is used to being blind, she is using her familiar and the web the familiar that can spin to like write out the language in like something tangible. So like the spider will look at the writing and she'll feel along the web, trying to decipher it and be like, would this make sense to you, Silren? Asking, is this sequence of letters something that makes sense?
Oh yeah.
Because
I like
she
that.
would have the web sense from the spider, so she could touch the web and feel its shape just like automatically.
Over the course of the time it takes you both to figure this out, Silren, you are maybe mildly impressed at the way Rumor has adapted to her circumstances. And Rumor, you note that Silren is rather intelligent. Trilge, who has been watching you all go about this, how do you go about casting guidance for this? And it's a 60-foot range now. How close do you want to be involved in this process?
You know what? I think Trilge is like sitting there and observing the spider, and I think that it was actually Trilge noticed that the web was missing a swoop on some letters, and the guidance was actually on the familiar to fix the problem.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Lorcan and oh my god, Shatterclaw. I presume you two can maybe just entertain yourselves with the
I imagine we handed them
elephant
off
birds.
letters.
With the elephant birds. Or you all are maybe puzzling out the next set of ones you're gonna have to deal with. However,
Oh, I will say,
delivering-
Trilge will also be writing down legible notes to attach to each of the letters, so that it's not none of them are lost or swapped once we translate.
Oh yeah. that's
each
a
of
good idea.
these letters takes you a half hour to deliver. So you all are at 4.5 hours now. Long day.
Okay. Now we have.
On to the descriptive addresses. So these people don't really have set addresses. They don't live on any of the streets. So these rely upon unhelpful directions, such as Chukwu, who lives up the road from the creek, or in one particularly awful case, Mubasu, his mother's Inyene from Abuele, but he's from the city, grew up in Ijosa, and moved when he got married. Lives with his in-laws now, has many children and 7 dogs, and an ostrich and 4 cats, which I told him will steal his baby's breath, but he won't listen. He has a shrine to Guzray in front of his house, but half the wave's head fell off, and it looks like a lump now.
I'm on the
That is
reservation.
That is
I'm on the reservation.
Hold on. Can you put that awful one in the chat, please?
I'll see if I can copy it for you.
Oh my god.
Blake said I need to save this one for posterity.
I have picked up children in no address streets in the middle
here
of the
we go.
reservation before. It's just like, this is it. That patch of dirt.
Well, no, I'm seeing if I can try to like turn this into something that is actually like understandable.
This is actually where your ranger is going to succeed because you're out in the wilderness. You're basically going to be
yeah.
looking for the landmarks that they're describing,
Yay.
or you can ask people for help. Who here has survival?
Hopefully the
I think that's
ranger.
working.
Yeah, I have that expertise.
Do you have it too, Jackie?
Yeah.
All right, because you have survival. Oh, we could introduce the. No, I don't want to complicate this with Pathfinder silliness. All right. The two of you can work together on this. You can help each other. So you can either both roll survival checks, or Shatterclaw, you can team up with Lorcan and help him, and then he can roll at advantage.
Yeah, if you want to team up, that'll be handy.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Proceed, Lorcan.
I'd like to think that Soren, like looking at the
Success.
parcel with like the really long like address description, just looks over to Rumor, just like, I don't think we can translate this.
You keep going, Biggles. There are 4 in total that you have to
Oh,
deliver.
there's 4 in total. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there's 4 parcels.
Oh, I needed to roll that at advantage. Let's roll another one.
All right. Success.
Number 3.
Oh yeah, Ranger rolls. Look at that, +7.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Ooh, okay.
And number 4.
Okay, because there were multiple critical successes in this one, we'll save you guys an hour. Instead of this taking 4 hours, it took you 3.
So we came
Hell
across
yeah.
the shrine as we were delivering something else, and we are like, "That's the house. There's the kids. There's the ostrich. Where are the cats and the
But
dogs?"
whereas before, the 2 especially bookish types dominated understanding all of the handwriting, this time the 2 naturalists of the party are a crack duo, Lorcan and Shatterclaw. Please flavor how do you 2 think you 2 worked together on this?
And these are the ones that we which category were these?
These are the descriptive addresses, the ones that I pasted in the chat that's got basically vague directions based
Oh.
upon references to other people or landmarks.
I just followed the smell of 7 dogs, many children, ostrich, and 4 cats.
Holy shit!
Let me see.
You
I'm sure you could actually describe that with all of the
Yeah, I was about to
workaround
say.
animals you have.
At a certain point, if I see a clearing, I'll try to climb up a tree and use my elven eyes to locate, for example, the lump.
That's loud.
That is loud. I gotta turn that down. Do I hear
There was
is
a
there like a
pop-
running sound in the background? It's like pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop.
there's
Yeah,
a-
that's the elephant birds.
I
okay,
thought it was
gotcha.
broken, so I turned off Sirenscape.
Oh,
I thought I had crashed.
I muted Sirescape like 3 times, thinking it was like my headphones popping.
Nah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, now that I know, it's coming back. Yeah, the pat 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 pat. I thought it was
Mm,
buffeting from like wind.
But at the end of working here, you two have a respect for each other's naturalist abilities. Let's see who's next. Okay, now you've got to fix this parcel that was misdelivered. Following the descriptions that the angry grandmother left you, you find out that the parcel was delivered to the correct street, but the wrong house. And immediately when you arrive in this block, you can see that people are a little bit tense in the area. A couple of you have pretty high insights. I'll just give that to you right away.
Mhm. Well, this might not be easy.
Ding.
What would you like to do?
Trill, would you like to join me in trying to retrieve the parcel?
We should
My
should
skills would be suited.
maybe we should get the lay of the street. Let's not go to either address. Maybe we go to a neighbor and ask if they have some insight into the going-ons of their neighbors.
A wonderful idea.
Especially when you can feel animosity when you walk onto a street. Somebody's got something to tell that is maybe a little nosy. Maybe they were dusting outside so they could listen in on some arguments.
Very true. You can do the talking, I can do the listening.
The crowd's pretty friendly to the Magambia, and you're trying to fix an issue, so there's nearly no checks for this. But you learn fairly quickly from conferring with a couple of different folks, some of who are giving maybe overly descriptive responses to this, just happy to talk to someone else about this drama. You find out that a parcel which was intended for Ndidi was unfortunately delivered to Jatia, and Jatia is convinced that because the venerable Magambia gave the parcel to her, the package now belongs to her by right.
no, Jesus.
But the parcel in question is a Mauchi stained glass lamp, which probably Silrin can tell you all cost a lot of money to both purchase and deliver intact.
Oh, a fancy lamp. Let us see what I can.
What does the house of the person that we're taking the lamp from look like?
Say both of the. This is probably like a moderately to decently well-off area. Like everybody here isn't wealthy, but like the street seems clean enough.
It's like
Everybody
middle
has
class.
they have reliable access to water and food. People seem to have time to be invested in this drama.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's upper middle class.
Like,
Let
but
me
like,
see
does
what
the
I
house
can,
like have like open windows or like 2 stories, or what's it? What's the situation here?
I'd say it's probably like a tenement situation where quite a few people live in the building.
I see.
Like I get the sense that Nantambu is an old developed location, so I don't think there's a lot of single story buildings in some of the developed portions because they've had to accommodate lots of people who live here. And it seems like a lot of the buildings around here are made out of stone.
Gotcha.
So then, are you thinking of attempting to steal it back?
Well, I would hope we don't have to resort to that, but hopefully, seems that people
Yeah.
are amicable to the Magambia, so maybe We won't have to resort to anything. So
I think that perhaps we should try the silver tongue.
Okay,
The
I've had enough of the riding birds.
Oh, thank you.
thank you, Search. And see what we can do by speaking to the one with the lamp.
I agree.
I will go to whoever has the package.
I will
Okay.
join Gwen for the sake of figuring out the lay of what's going on in case we might have to resort to alternative solutions.
Okay.
Trilge will say it's
he
a
said,
lamp.
"Say the
You
word,
can't-
no, say the word, I'll stab her." Just you wait.
we can't steal a lamp to give to another person because you display lamps. You can't steal it and give it back.
Emerald Bows wouldn't want us to. Emerald Bows would want us to do this diplomatically.
Yeah, that's
Also,
fair.
we can take responsibility for for telling them that the other students were complete fools. It's fine.
Gatia recognizes the beads you all are wearing right away and is happy to see you all. Oh, another visit from the Magambia. Is there another package for me?
Well, I do not think that the original package was for you. It was misdelivered, at least according to our log.
Okay.
I
She
see
just
you have
smiles.
Am I able to like? Did she invite us in, or are we talking to her in
No,
her
you're
like
talking to
doorway?
her. You're talking to her in the doorway. You can see the lamp in the background.
Oh, it is a quite a beautiful lamp I see back there.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Do you
It
mind if
brings
we
a...
came in and have a drink while we talk to you about the situation?
Oh, I don't know. I was planning to go do something. What's going on?
See, we have received a complaint. Um, as the package was misdelivered, it was not received by its intended recipient, and the sender is quite upset.
Oh, they must be having a very frustrating time of it.
And I just thought that we might ask you to return it.
Oh, I don't want to though.
Interesting. Would you mind if I am a scholar of the Magambia. Would you mind if I were to just inspect the lamp? Just to make sure it was delivered without any harm?
What kind of harm?
You know, it could have been damaged. It is a very fine glass. But it also could have been disrupted in its magics.
Oh, her eyes perk up at the mention of magic. Oh, what kind of magics?
Oh, see, that is what I am unsure of, and I just am wanting to inspect it to make sure that the magical qualities are not in any
Harmful.
disarray.
Make a deception check.
Oh!
Oh, well, we wouldn't want anything untoward to happen. By all means, come on in and inspect the lamp.
I thank you for that. Um,
Alright.
He lets you in. The place is decently furnished, but the lamp is clearly the nicest thing that she now owns.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to it and observe it, and I'm going to mimic like some spell casting and stuff.
Okay. Make an intelligence sleight of hand check. Ooh, or a dexterity arcana check. That's more fun.
Dexterity Arcana.
I'm trying to have more fun with the skills this time around. I've been thinking about a lot of them. I hope you find
Oh!
Oh man.
Rumor today is just on a roll.
This is your first game with Gwen, Lynx. This is just what happens.
You know, just
Oh,
a,
it is?
what,
They
a
play
1 in
D&D.
400 chance.
when they play D&D. She's like, what? She seems very nervous watching you make these motions
Oh.
and make these faces over them.
Jatia. This is very bad. It seems
Sorry.
that the magical
Bad,
energies
bad
about it.
how? She looks over at what's her name again? Silrin too, and then looks back towards Rumor.
So I'm
It
just
appears
gonna
that the
look
magical
at Rumor
energies
just...
have been disrupted.
Yes.
It is cursed.
It
Anybody
is
Cursed?
that is
weird.
Yes, anybody that is touched by the light of this lamp for an extended period of time will begin to experience many unwanted side effects.
Side effects. She looks towards you, Silrin. What kind of side effects?
Oh,
Hold on, Gwen.
Mostly of the mental variety. Certain fixations, obsessions. Sometimes people will begin to be shut in. Those kinds of things. However, we're not fully familiar with all of the cursed effects. Usually, we're able to help people before things progress along.
Trilge will butt in at the end and say, the original effect was supposed to be an uplifting mood, so this is quite bad. Seems to be having the opposite effect.
She seems very concerned by this description. You can both roll deception, or one of you can roll at advantage.
Do you have proficiency?
I have proficiency.
All right, advantage.
Drop the one.
I swear to Christ. Says, well, maybe. Yes. As the ones who delivered this faulty parcel to me, I think it is only right that you take it and make sure that it is disposed of appropriately.
Oh, yes. I shall make sure. And then I will be like, and let me just make sure that you are unaffected. And I will just wave my hands as I see what's cast. I'm gonna like wave my hands and put them and I'm gonna ask her if I can like first touch her, and then I'll be like, and then I'll wave my hands and touch her as I just actually cast thaumaturgy.
Okay.
To cause just the is the lighting made by fire, or is it the lighting in the room, or
Yeah.
at least sunlight? Yeah, the fire. I'll just cause it to
It's
brighten
probably
a little
mostly
bit.
sunlight.
If there's any fire in the room, I'll just cause it to brighten a little bit as I cast thaumaturgy and touch her, and be like, it seems that you should be fine now. But we shall take this away to make sure that nobody else is affected by it. We appreciate your time.
Lauren will very carefully take the lamp.
Yes, thank you for being so diligent.
Oh, we will walk outside, and Rumor will wipe the sweat off her brow. Whew. I was almost
Uh,
expecting you to say that side effects would be great.
I
Then
wouldn't
I
want
sort
to
of
be too
pat
obvious.
Selrin on the back.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit more discreet.
What's good improvise?
Thank you. You did well as well.
Trilge looks at the two of them and says, "Now you just have to convince the proper recipient not to put it on display for a week."
Oh, I think that should be fine.
Yes, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
You should
It
probably.
is not. Ndidi is quite relieved to finally receive the parcel from her grandmother, and will write her to let her know that she finally has it, though she will not be delivering that letter with you all at this moment.
Perfectly fine. Whenever you are ready, know that the Magambi will deliver your letter.
The other denizens of the street seem very relieved that this whole matter is over, though oddly some people seem a bit disappointed. They were enjoying the drama of it all.
People do be like in drama.
Yeah.
That took you all an hour. Is this big ol' shit posting or something?
No, it's jazzy shit posting.
It was-
It's some of the funniest shit I've seen.
You're welcome, everyone.
I didn't see it. What am I missing?
It's in the
It's
pit.
in the pit.
Oh, the pit. Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway, carry on. I'm sorry, Sarge.
I see.
Oh, that's good.
You have 3 letters addressed to gods and include instructions on how to deliver them. The first such letter is addressed to Gazre, deity of wind and weather, and requests that the letter be attached to a kite, flown high in the air, and then cut free.
Oh,
It's raining though, right?
Yes.
Shit.
I was about to say.
IRL, I'm actually really good at flying kites.
Okay.
But just a fun fact about me.
Will your talents never stop emerging, Gwen?
I'm not good at a lot of other things in real life. But I am good at flying kites.
Oh man, I'm trying to
It's
think.
time to return to my Mary Poppins era.
Let me.
Nope, we no copyright strikes for us.
Let me see. Oh, here's a fun thing. Can I use Druidcraft to see if it's going to stop raining at any time today?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I can tell the weather for 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, that's smart.
You cast your craft?
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, it was worth a try.
it does tell you the severity, right? So if there's a thunderstorm when we shouldn't be putting a kite in the sky?
It's still going to be rainy, and it's going to present some difficulty. But first things first, do you all have a kite?
No, but we have a
No.
wood carver and somebody who works with leather. Between those two, we could make one.
Okay.
As I volunteered our 2 naturalists.
It is true. We can try.
Lorcan and Shatterclaw exchange a look. A complicated look that only artisans could share passes between them.
We need the thinnest leather we can find.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like we're
Mm.
going to the market. While we're going to the market, I'm gonna.
Let's check the other 2
Yeah, I was about to say.
letters. Just to make sure we don't need to buy anything else.
Yeah.
While you're in the market, you notice that there are kites for sale for 1 silver piece.
Okay, our skills are not needed. We shall purchase this.
you guys are in a city. Like there are lots of talented people around. You can make one yourself if you want, though. There is a crafting check you can make. I'm not gonna stop you if you want to make your own.
Well, let's buy one and let's see if we can.
I'll
pass
fork
it
over
back,
the
which I
one
guess that'll be
silver.
fine.
All right. Easy enough.
Damn it.
Yeah, let's try to make one just for the hell of it.
All right. You and Jackie both make a check with your wisdom for your crafting tool.
Worst
It
case
is-
scenario, we have another kite.
It is a fantastic kite. It really is something special. And the two of you bond again over the first thing you two have created together.
Nod of the head. Good work.
Which,
I'm just gonna
which
keep
one?
this extra kite.
Well, I was going to say, which one are we going to sacrifice to the gods?
The one we bought. This one's too pretty.
Trilge puts
We're saving this one for a nicer day.
It's gonna hang on the wall.
Fair
in
enough.
In the dorm.
All right. The rainy weather's gonna.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Voice cut out.
There goes
Yeah.
the computer.
Sarge's
Yeah,
computer
there goes. the com-
blue screened 3 times last week.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were telling me earlier.
It was
Yeah,
rough.
let's. I'm wagering that's what it
We're
is.
going too well. Lynx was having too much fun.
Oh, there we go. Sarge, hi, Sarge.
Yep. I crashed.
Just so that we can continue talking about it, could Druidcraft help with creating like a small gust of wind to help it fly?
Actually, Thaumaturgy can do that.
Don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
Thaumaturgy can do that.
Druidcraft can only work within 5 feet or so.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
Richard can't
so.
do it.
One of you is going to have to make either an athletics check or a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Two.
I'll make a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god, I crashed twice. Oh my god. Oh, Jackie, when are you free?
Anytime after 4 p.m. on the weekdays, and then pretty much any time on the weekends.
Alright, I'm going to probably hit you up on Friday when I get home and see about trying to do some troubleshooting on this.
Okay. What time do you get home?